can help a person way more than the ones they reading in churches on days of worship. No disrespect to the Lord and Savior, that ain't just ego. I just observed that them words no longer.
What's up, guys? It's Chart Doctor from the Prophets Mastermind group, showing you what indicators I most commonly use while analyzing charts. Before we get into that, we, the Prophets Mastermind group, have a Discord server where we have a community of passionate traders and investors discuss strategies, ask questions, and post opinions about the stock and cryptocurrency markets. There are investors all over the world and a diversity in the age groups, so don't forget to check that out. It's an awesome group, guys. The Discord link will be in the description below. So today I'll be talking about the indicators I use when I do my analysis on charting. So the first one is volume. It's basic setup. Let me get my tool brush out. It basically tells you the number of shares traded during a given time period. Usually plotted as a histogram under a chart, volume represents the interest level in the stock. So we're looking at Litecoin right now on Bitfinex. And as you can see, if I go to this green bar right here with big volume compared to these lower levels compared to this spike, if I move my cursor to the next bar, you see that it's gaining momentum. Let me close that for you. Now for the reds, for example, we're moving to a downtrend now, and you see the volume is getting bigger, and as I move my mouse and cursor, the size of the candle is going lower. So that is a good indication to tell you what's going on with the price action, instead of just having none of it at all. So let's look at another one. Like for example, these green bars right here, very high interest level on the action. So right here you see that there's a big spike in price action, and then since we didn't have enough momentum, there was more selling than buying, so it ended up dropping a little bit, retracing back. So let's check the second one, which is the RSI. The Relative Strength Index is a momentum indicator that measures the magnitude of the recent price changes to evaluate overbought or oversold conditions in the price of a stock or asset. The RSI is displayed as an oscillator, a line graph that moves between two extremes and can have a reading from 0 to 100. As you can see on Litecoin, let's pull it full screen, it's from 100 to 0. And these levels right here, as you can see, the 70%, the dashed line to anything above it is overbought. That means that Litecoin at that moment, April 1st, for example, was very overbought. As you can see, at that moment, we had that price action rise. Let's check another one right here. We had another crazy rise right here as the price goes up. You can use the volume and the RSI to see how you can use multiple indicators to let you know when is a buy signal. That's just the basics for now. We'll go deeper into that. So let's look at the lower level. So let's say we're going down to the downside right here. The price action started right here. The RSI action started right here. Let's see, it went from overbought, the 70 levels, to the oversold levels. As you can see, we went to the lower levels after that. Look at that rise. We went from, let's measure that. Almost 47% from an overbought to oversold situation. So that's what I mean by having multiple indicators let you know. And you can also see how long it started from oversold. Like this is a tip for you guys that are new to this. If you see that we just started the oversold levels right here, and then we tipped up right here to the overbought, but then we kept our momentum for a long time. February, here, let me move that for you so it's easier for you to see. February to April, we were near the overbought levels. We were hanging around 76 to 50. And then we kept going actually all the way until July. So February to July, we didn't touch oversold levels. So you can kind of see the longer it takes for the RSI to go down, it has less it's likely to keep going up if it's exhausted for this long, because the momentum is just always on the upside. There has to be a time, like an RSI will never go keep staying up. That would be too easy to win trading, you know. So then like it will have to go down eventually. So now we're currently at the oversold levels for Litecoin right now. So that's like an indicator you can use. So why, like, what is the point of knowing that if it's overbought, oversold? So if you know it's overbought, what that means is it has less potential to go to the higher side, which means that the price action has less chance of going back up as well. And for oversold levels, the lower it is on the RSI, the less likely it will keep going down to the lower extreme levels between 10 to 0. And at that point, that basically means like it's an exhaustion point at that point. So you could tell that means that if we kept going lower, we won't drop all the way. As you can see, we have very little distance left. 60 to 0. Let me move that for you. I don't know why that popped up, but less space on the bottom compared to the top. As you see, overbought. If we went overbought again, we would have so much more momentum of the price action compared to it. So that's one RSI, the indicator that you can use to figure out your analysis while trading. So the third one is the MACD. The MACD. This one's a really good one too. The RSI and the MACD are very essential. You can pretty much win trades if you practice using these for like months. Just stay consistent on this and try to look what happens. Just keep getting experience, learn the patterns, figure out what's going on, and you'll do great after a while. Just keep steady on your grind. So MACD, short for moving average, convergence, and divergence, is a trading indicator used in technical analysis of stock prices. It is designed to reveal changes in the strength, direction, momentum, and the duration of a trend in a stock price. So let's say green basically means that it has positive momentum to the upside. And then when it's going to the red side, that means it's most likely this price is being sold, basically like the RSI. The higher this is, the more money that's going up in the stock or crypto. And then when it's going down, it's basically the more lower it goes, the stronger the price is when it's going down. So let's just see an example. Let's close this so we don't have to worry about that. And let's just have this here. Alright, let's just do that. Let's go all the way back so we don't have to see this. Alright, so let's go to an impulse. Oh, okay, this one's great right here. This one's good right here. You see here? You see how this one has massive explosion on the MACD on the green side. This is like a very good indication of a bull trend right here. As you can see, they cross. The blue line is the MACD, the red line is the signal line. And then whenever the blue line is above it, that means it's an uptrend. And then whenever the red line touches above the blue line, that means that it's a bear trend for that moment. And then basically green, the dark greens are super strong and the lighter greens it's exhausting. So then that's let you know the momentum of the price action and the trend. Same with these, the dark reds are stronger momentum of the sell action, and then it's getting exhausted to the downside when it's lighter. So that's a good example. Now let's see the price action compared to these massive waves, like even these like massive waves. Ooh, I don't even want to see those. Those are nasty. All right. So let's look at the price action. I'll put the vertical line to let you see where it started. Right there to right there. All right. Oops. Let's get that right here. As you see within that time, look how much we have rose. So if you bought right here, make sure you have indicators letting you know that it's a good decision, like before you make your investing decision, because sometimes you can get faked out. That's another topic. Like this is a fake out, for example. Like you think it's gonna go up, but then it goes back down. So you have that's what I'm saying. You have to use chart patterns to figure out, such as descending triangles, bull flags, symmetrical triangles. You just have to. That's another topic for another video. But let's just get back to the topic. I digress. So these are the stronger greens to the exhausting greens. You could see that. Look at the price action on the dark greens compared to the exhaustion lighter greens. Still positive, but it's just exhausting. You could see that these indicators let you know what's going on with the price action and what's the next step. So you can see that it's exhausting. So basically it'll tell you that, okay, if it's not a fake out, then it's gonna go down to the downside even more, because the signal line is above the MACD line, the moving average convergence divergence line. So those are just some of my quick tips for today. And let me just show you one more example before I leave, actually. So this one, compared to these darker greens to lighter greens, you see that the lighter green gets exhausted right here, and then the stronger dark green lines get the momentum price action stronger. So that's when you know. That's how you use multiple indicators to let you know. You could buy when it turns over, like right here, and then it'll let you know, but make sure you use the charts to understand them. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. If you want to help support the Prophets, feel free to use our affiliate links down below in the description. New investors can use it to earn extra bonuses for signing up with our affiliate links. And thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.